Oh, here he is. He's in.
Take the night off. Good evening. From worldwide, Europe, South America, North America, wherever you're tuning in from, make sure you have clicked the like button and make sure you've got your notifications on and you have subscribed to the Born and Red channel. Ever present, consistent, the amount of consistency, the consistency level right now is impressive. They did a show yesterday as well. And here we are today. Today's going to be a little bit of a special one. Obviously, we'll be talking about footballing matches and the latest names from Ordonez to Szoboszlai going to Madrid to Asim giving us his annual and daily monologues. We will be going into it. Hopefully everyone's okay. Thank you guys. Make sure you have liked and subscribed. We are on our way to 20k as we go into an festive period and an exciting period into the January transfer market. But Gene, how are you? This is an adjusted Chip and Chin show on a Tuesday. How are we, lad? How are we?
I'm good, Avi, man. I'm good. Are you all right? What's wrong with you, man? Why do you have to always try and act stupid at times? Raman, I know you're the host. You know, we respect the host. We let you have the intro, and then you start making some weird noises. Where are you getting these weird noises from? What does it exactly mean? I don't understand. What do you do? You bipolar or something, bro? I'm actually being serious. Is there something genuinely wrong with you?
It's a tick I have, Gene. I live with it. Come on. You know you're not.
No comment, man. I'm all right, guys. I'm actually good. I can't complain. Everything is good. You know, it's good to have all four of us on again, man. I like it when there's all four of us on. I know it's the last one for a couple of weeks where all four of us will be on at the same time. But yeah, man, I'm cool. Put it that way.
Benjamin, how are we? I know there's exciting stuff happening in the background. We shall not reveal. But how are we today? Yeah, looking forward to Crimbo and the new year.
Splendid, mate. Yeah. I've had a couple of days off myself, so I'm back in tomorrow, early doors. Got a nice little office lunch on Thursday. We should be good. Get everyone into the office together, and then just hopefully not too busy lead up to Christmas. Looking forward to a few days off over Christmas as well. Be sad to see you go. What's it called, Avi? It's a shame that you're going to be leaving us for 2 weeks, but I'm sure we'll get a few people to get a word in edgeways now in your absence. What's it called? We'll be wishing you well from afar. Looking forward, and you'll be sending us all of that lovely content and that amazing food that you're going to be consuming around the Caribbean. I'm not jealous in the slightest, I promise.
No, dear. We'll do a vacation of our own. Us, we've already been talking behind Asim's back. Mom, put it down. Volume. She's watching one of the Indian dramas. I got my mother-in-law over from another city, so she's been staying with us a few days. So sorry, guys. And my Praji, gotta give him a welcome. You know, Asim and me, we actually push each other's button. We push it to new levels. Gene is witness to that. But you know what? Without Praji, there wouldn't be a Chip, and without Praji Chip, there wouldn't be an Asim. But Asim, how are we, lad? Yeah, you know what you're saying today is perfect. Bolida.
I mean, when you talk about me like that, I get nervous. I think I don't know how to act.
I'm turning it up. I'm tuning it up. Don't worry for later on.
I'm sorry I'm late today. It was me. No. I'm the reason why we've started about 10-12 minutes. I've got a semi-excuse that we spent an hour actually on the StreamYard. Me, Ben, and Gene. Avi couldn't make it, of course. We made the last one, and he's part of what's going on. As always, there's like Avi said, there's some exciting stuff coming your way very, very soon, and it's all about making BNR bigger. And big up to Ben, who has led things, but that's the only thing we can tell you right now. But more info is coming your way very, very soon.
There you go, some exciting times ahead. I did want to mention yesterday, so obviously, you know, when it's a Chip and Chin show, we try to stay on an agenda. There was an agenda that was fully on Mohamed Salah, but I don't think we need to. We can wish him well. Hopefully he wins it. Everyone's seen that video of his two daughters. And listen, the way she lifts that flag towards the end of that video and that clip. Hopefully, Egypt can do it. Guys,
Is this the same guy that was telling them to get out of our club a couple of weeks ago?
No. When it's Chip and Teen, we get serious. We tell the truth when it's Chip and Teen.
Okay.
Szoboszlai, I saw the clip yesterday. You guys were talking about Dominic Szoboszlai. You missed one massive fact, that the great Puskas, the Hungarian Puskas, played for Real Madrid. And if Real Madrid ever did come knocking for Szoboszlai in the next year or so, I think his head could be turned. I hope he signs a contract. And look, he's had some season, but I do feel that Los Blancos pull a little bit, being the second Hungarian, I believe, or maybe the third Hungarian to play for Real Madrid. There's that pull as well. But look, I do hope that he stays. You lot all made some valid comments on Szoboszlai. Gene's a little bit worried because, I don't know, it was some lady who's a media influencer saying that Hungarian media influencers that said that Szoboszlai could be leaving and Real Madrid could be the talk. I think, wasn't it an influencer?
What are you talking about?
Didn't you say that you heard something about? Oh, shit, maybe.
He talks to so many people. Listen, he talks.
He hasn't hosted for a while. He hasn't hosted for a while.
This guy talks to so many people. So he's actually lost the plot. Yeah, as to who he's talking to, when he's talking to, and how he's talking to. That he just comes up with so much shit.
You said to me, okay. Maybe we shouldn't have revealed that. Maybe we should
influencer.
Maybe we should reveal that.
The reason why the backstage is called the backstage, because things that happen backstage are supposed to stay backstage.
Ben, he hasn't hosted for a while. He's showing ring rust, bit of ring rust from the Chip, and even now, even in his introduction, he named a guy. You know what? If you hosted for like a period of time, you wouldn't mention that name. You could leave a bit of suspense. Well, you actually mentioned the centre back that we're going to discuss and what Liverpool maybe look at as an option in January, and you don't name the centre back, and you named him.
Well, don't worry. What are you worried for?
You
had a constructive.
He's very excited, so we'll let him off.
You had a constructive show yesterday. Today is a little bit of a misconstruction. Okay. So, Gene, sorry, but I know what I heard. I know the conversation that Gene has been having with us. So I apologize if I've let it out there. So I apologize. But in one word, because about 3 weeks ago, I did say I worried about Szoboszlai's future. So I'll just go around the table, yes or no.
Okay.
In 2 years' time, is Szoboszlai a Liverpool player? Gene?
Deja vu.
I have to caveat this with something. If he's a captain, yes.
No, yeah, okay. No, but that's beside the point. I've asked you, will he be at this club in 2 years' time?
I think he will be captain.
Okay.
I hope he is.
2 years' time. So we're talking about not this summer, but next summer, because it's not 2 years bang on, isn't it? It would be 18 months. No.
Asim? I'm saying that he won't. I'm saying that he won't be here. So that's it. 2-2. Semeno, the talk. I saw him yesterday. I thought he had a good game. I thought he was okay. He scored took his goal very well. Obviously, we know about the speed. We know how he can carry the ball. Gene, I know you guys touched upon it yesterday, but is the Semeno the one that you want for 60-65 million, if that's the release clause?
That is the release clause. We've been told that, Avi. Obviously, from On-Scene and a few others have mentioned that release clause. News came out today that, look, there are other clubs really interested in and are pushing hard. United, City, Spurs. If you take Spurs out of the equation, United and City, that's not going to be an easy deal to get over the line, especially when them two clubs are involved with the same player.
Do you think homework's already been done, though, with the players' representatives?
I think homework's been done from all three clubs, Avi. He makes a player like him for 60-65 million makes sense for all three clubs. All three clubs probably need him. And I think it's not going to be an easy deal to get done now. But I think if Liverpool have already done their homework, Richard Hughes, yeah, he does have a good relationship there. He obviously was there prior to coming to us. I hope it's us. I genuinely hope it's us. I've got a bad feeling.
Ooh.
I've got a bad
Asim,
feeling.
talking of feelings, it's only right that I come to you. What are your feelings in general regarding Semeno to Liverpool?
I asked the question today, Avi. I asked the question to someone close to the club, and they're not giving anything away. I'll read you the message as I always do, and you can take it however you like. Doesn't look like we're pushing for Semeno as it stands. And then a bit of bad news. Guehi won't move in January. No Semeno or Guehi in January.
So Guehi doesn't want that move in January.
What I would say is, whenever I asked the question about Florian Wirtz and all these transfers, it was very, very cautious. Very cautious. And it reminds me a bit like that. But the talk is Guehi himself doesn't want to move in January. Liverpool will be open to, do some business, pay a premium, especially with the current situation. I get the feeling that Guehi doesn't want to move himself. Whether he is, a man of his word and all that sort of stuff. I think there is a big factor when it comes to Guehi. But yeah,
He does seem like a man of honor, but I feel
a man of honor. Well said.
I feel that if he stays, I don't think we'll go in for him in the summer. Then I think we'll swiftly move on.
Why?
We're prepared to wait on players, but I don't think we'll be prepared to. For me, that's a rejection to us, Asim. If we're prepared to pay top whack for him in January, and you guys were saying 20 million, I said no. I think it'll still be closer to 30 million for him. Still closer to what they wanted in the summer. If we're prepared to pay that, and he says no, I want to stay till the summer, when we're still in the Champions League, obviously top 4, I think we'll move on in the summer. I think we're ruthless like that. I think we'll look at other options. Ben, your thoughts?
Well, we still need someone in January, don't we?
We do.
And this is my point in terms of, I said last night, regardless of whether it's Guehi or not, we need a centre back in January.
Listen, sorry, Ben. Who the fuck is this donut?
Who?
I'm going to either block him or this and that. Spamming the chat, Chin, why you Chin?
Oh, this might be again.
Yeah, but I'm breaking legs.
Did that last night.
Ban him now.
Avi, one second. They call me Gene because when I was younger, people thought I looked Chinese. Yeah. So all that, I got a name the back then, China, and it stuck with me till this day. And then they call me Gene, China. There you go. That's the answer.
No, there's different variations.
That's my nickname, and I've had it for like 42 years of my life. Anyway, carry on. Don't ask that question again. Don't block him. I'll allow him. But if you ask again, block him. Go on, carry on.
Sorry, Ben.
Carry on. No, I was just saying we need a centre back, don't we, in January, and that obviously leads us to potential other targets that have come out of the woodwork in the last couple of weeks, and I will obviously come on to talk about in the show tonight. But I'm still got it in the back of my head that if Liverpool desperately wanted, and I know people are going to reply with the Isak situation, but I still think that if Liverpool wanted Guehi that much, then they would not have waited until the last day of the window to get him, and they would have secured him earlier on in the window. So that makes me think that they do want him, and they see it as an opportunistic signing because of his price, etc., etc. But I don't think they're thinking he's like a Van Dijk type unicorn that they really, really want. I think they think we can find other centre-backs of a similar calibre. And if he comes, great. And if he doesn't, we'll move on. That's where I feel like Liverpool are at. So I don't think it's make or break whether Guehi comes in January or not. And I think you're right. I think there's a good chance that if he doesn't come in January, then he won't come at all.
Gene, and there's a little bit rebuttal to what the information that Asim's received. I
just want to caveat that, Avi. I don't necessarily believe it.
So this is what I'm going to say to Gene. Gene,
okay.
I went ahead with it a few weeks back.
Oh, yeah, anyway.
And not that I have any credibility, but I do believe Guehi is done to Liverpool, regardless of the information that he's received. I believe Guehi is so
What,
far
in January?
advanced.
In January, you mean?
I think it's so far advanced, Asim,
Yeah.
that in very early January we'll announce it on that, maybe that second, which is the Friday, 2nd of January. I think we'll announce that Guehi is a Liverpool player.
I hope you're right.
Why is he being
Semenyo,
linked with City then?
If that was the case, Avi, don't you think we would have heard a bit more about it?
we
Why has he
are
been
on,
linked
we
with
are on the
City?
16th. We are in the 16th of December.
Come on, man.
I think there'll always be a little bit of talk. Oh, Guehi to City, Guehi to Madrid, even, and we've seen that in Guehi might be looking at Bayern Munich. I think Guehi to Liverpool. I think it's closer than we believe.
So, but then you think about a rumor, Guehi to City. Where does that come from? If it comes from the parent club or the club that he's at the moment, it's because they're trying to generate some interest. That means the deal's not done. If it's coming from City, it means they know the player's still available. That means the deal's not done. And if it's coming from the outside sources, it's the agent, and they know the deal's not done. But if we're saying the deal's done, why?
Which reputable journalist from Manchester, close to Manchester City, has reported that news?
Can
is
I?
that what we just assume?
I don't know. So are we saying that it's just a non-reputable source?
I think it's a non-starter. Any Guehi talk to any other club at the moment, it's a non-starter.
Can I stick my neck out?
Go on. Of course you can.
I think there is more chance, just a complete hunch, there's more chance of Liverpool buying Nico Schlotterbeck in January than there is Liverpool buying Mark Guehi in January.
Wow. Is that something you've heard, that we're linked with Schlotterbeck, Asim? Or you must have heard something to say that. Because the talk of the town has been Jeremy.
Schlotterbeck is a genuine target.
Is he? What is his profile similar to Guehi? I don't know that much.
He's left-sided. He's more left-sided, isn't he? Left-sided.
Left-sided.
Would you prefer him to Guehi?
I want Guehi. I want Guehi.
Different players, but I'm crying out for a left-sided centre back, because I think if we're gonna, I don't think we can play Kirkes and Bradley or Kirkes and Frimpong in every single game in the Premier League, especially in the biggest games away from home. I really want to see, and I know we're going to discuss another name very, very soon. I desperately want Liverpool to have that option where they've got a left-sided centre-back or a right-sided centre-back playing at right-back or left-back. I really want that.
Do you think though Schlotterberg would be happy to be a squad player, because he's going to have to manage his minutes with Robertson and Kirkes, isn't he?
Not really,
because he's not going to play ahead of Van Dijk.
True, but I think we need to manage Van Dijk, and I think Schlotterbeck should be looking at, like, he can come and replace Van Dijk.
Right, okay. Is that good?
His passing is just as good.
Right, okay.
Is he quick enough, Asim?
That is my only thing. But we saw Matip had it up there.
Matip was actually quick. Matip was quick, though. He's deceptively quick. Do not think that Matip was slow.
He had a big stride on him.
He had a big stride. The stride was great. No, he was a very intelligent defender. He knew where to be.
Yeah, he was very intelligent. Yeah. So what's the package for Schlotterberg then? Not that I'm like
Schlotterbeck. He runs out of contract next summer.
Oh right, so it's a similar deal to Guehi then. Get both.
You seem underwhelmed with the names. Schlotterbeck. We'll come on to other names as well, but you seem a bit disgruntled.
Just, if we're not going to sign Guehi, and if I'm honest with you, I told you guys I'm worried about Semeno. I just get this bad feeling we're not going to sign anyone, boys.
Well, anyone, Jeremy?
Nobody.
I don't think we're
has some manners.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to sign anyone.
Like
I think at most we do one. And that's pushing it. We do one.
So
one second, Avi.
Sorry.
But Mark Guehi, if Mark Guehi really wanted us, he signs for Liverpool 1st of January. That deal would have already come out. Well, especially maybe not straight away, within a week. Then that news would have definitely 100% come out. That Mark Guehi signing, because he was done deal 3 months ago. We don't need to wait. It gets done 1st of Jan. That's not happening. Mark Guehi will stay till the end. And he's basically told us, you're not the only ones now. There's other clubs like a Bayern Munich, like the City, like other clubs in world football that will want him, which is fine. We can't argue with that. It was our own fuck up. It was our own mess up. We messed up the deal, not them, because we wanted to save 5, 6, 7, 8 million. So don't blame Mark Guehi for anything. Don't blame Crystal Palace for anything. It's on us. That deal is on us. We messed it up. Asim, we messed it up. I don't care what you say. You want a player of Mark Guehi, an English international, you go and pay, and he's worth £30 million, or Yard pay 40 million. You're getting an England international who plays every single time for England. Yeah,
No, I agree with you what you're saying.
Sign him you put the money down.
I agree with you what you're saying. I agree with you.
Okay.
But if Mark Guehi is a man of honor, then if he's given Liverpool his word, shouldn't he stick?
Why should he give us his? We've effed up the deal.
Number 4.
Asim, why should he? He gave us his word for the summer.
Yeah,
He stood by his word. You expect him to say, okay, he gave us his word. He will join Liverpool. He did everything he could to join Liverpool. We didn't get the deal done because we didn't agree everything with Palace. That's not on Mark Guehi. Mark Guehi can turn on to us saying, I gave you my word. You didn't sign me. Now, if I want to go to another club, let me go. There's nothing wrong with Mark Guehi. Mark Guehi's not at fault. And Schlotterbeck, look, I like him. Yeah, I've seen him. He's a good ball-playing centre-back. You know, his numbers, Asim, he says, make sense. The pace is an issue. I'm not going to lie. The pace is definitely
He's not an elite player, in my eyes.
But Avi, how many elite centre-backs are you going to sign? How many elite centre-backs are there out there? And you can say this is elite. None. There actually isn't any. So you're always going to have to settle for something.
He's known to be a bit of a dickhead as well, Asim Schlotterbeck.
Why? Who told you that?
He's had numerous attitude issues.
His mother.
He had a bust up with Girassi on the weekend as well.
Is Guehi elite?
No.
There you go then.
I think he's a fantastic defender who
that's fine.
In a year or two's time in a top club, he could be one of the best in the
Well, you could say Schlotterbeck is a fantastic player as well. He's got
Schlotterbeck hasn't got that pace like Guehi has. Guehi's got good recovery pace as well.
Yeah, but we don't need elite in every position. Throughout the squad, we need numbers.
Ben, I get that, but you're essentially replacing Virgil van Dijk.
We know.
Yeah, so maybe get one elite player over time.
He is 26 as well.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
You know, if I have two profiles, and one profile is like average pace but really good brain, but really, really, really quick, one of the best, quickest defenders or players in the world, and average brain intelligence, I'd pick the average pace and really good brain intelligence any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Players can develop as well. Like everyone raves about Gabriel now. He wasn't elite when he signed. I remember we rinsed him many a time.
We did.
He was a bit of a laughing stock, if we're being honest, when he first signed. And he's evolved and grown into the position, and now he's part of what we would probably class as an elite partnership with Saliba. I remember he's been linked with.
And Saliba needed to go away to Marseille for a season.
Exactly. Yeah. So
come back to Arsenal.
Maybe it was 2 seasons.
Maybe we need to just take what's coming, and just get numbers. I think that's probably what we do need. Really, we need numbers rather than he's got to be elite, he's got to be this, he's got to be top class. It's like just class I'd take at the moment, as opposed to fresh air, which is our alternative options at centre back at this moment in time.
And do you think
our Endo and Gravenberch are our alternative options?
And do you think that the Van Dijk replacement needs to be at a certain age? I don't think we can bring someone at the age of 20 and say you're the future Van Dijk. I think
100%
you need to let them develop naturally. Leone, whatever we thought of him, was in just an isolation. A really good defender, one of the best young defenders in Europe. Let him come, and if he turns out to be Van Dijk or half as good as Van Dijk, fine. But I think we have to treat Van Dijk and Alisson and Salah as just separate cases. Look how
rarities. That's
very rarities.
And look how we Look how we replaced effectively Salah. I know he's still at the club, but we bought Wirtz and we bought Isak in terms of output and creativity. I know it hasn't turned out that way, but the theory was there, wasn't it? and hopefully it turns out that way as well. I think you have to
But again, though,
Yeah, go
sorry,
on, man.
this goes back to my thought process with Guehi, in that he is a really good player, but I'm still 100% convinced that the club are like, we don't think it's like, oh, it's you or nobody. The player who they really wanted, remember, was the Bournemouth centre back, Dean Huijsen. That's who they were there. They go right from day one of the transfer window, money on the table. We think you're going to be the bee's knees. Here's the money. We want to sign you. And he obviously chose Madrid. We didn't put that 50 million down for Guehi at the beginning of the summer, which we could have done. So that tells me that the board decided that Huijsen was worth investing in that real money in, whereas Guehi was just an opportunistic player. And I think we're looking at it now and thinking, oh my word, we can't cope if we don't get Guehi. I think Liverpool are quite relaxed about the idea. If we get him, it's great, and if we don't, we'll move on. And I think that's where we're at with him. But we should be looking at somebody else if Guehi has gone. And I agree with the guys, and that I think if it was done, it would have been announced by now. We're only 2 weeks away from Jan.
I've put up a poll, Avi, by the way. It's for, if they had a choice between one centre back, who would it be? Ordonez, Van der Ven, Guehi, or Schlotterbeck. So we'll.
I tell you,
let's talk about Ordonez. Avi, what's the score with him?
So
sorry, I'm doing your job here.
No, it's all good. It's all good. 21 years old, 6'2", playing in Club Brugge at the moment. So he's not playing in the best of leagues, but he is highly thought of. I think he's got a brother as well that's signed with Chelsea, I believe. I think there's 2 Ordonez brothers. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe one of them's already been snapped up by Chelsea. I haven't seen too much of him. Ben, I was doing a bit of research today, so about 3-4 minutes of him off YouTube. It's promising. But you can't throw him in the thrust of it mid-season. He'll need time. He'll be a bit of Leone. I tell you, the one that I want is the one that Ekitike has just put up. It's the Rennes defender, Jeremy Jacquet. He's the one. And if he's coming from that school of excellence of Rennes, where they've produced talent after talent, season in, season out, Jeremy Jacquet is the one that I would like. He's we're talking about left-footed, cultured. He brings out the ball, tough in the tackle, and he has got pace to burn. Jeremy Jacquet would be the one that I want. But again, is he coming in and can we put him on a random Saturday and rest Konate and Van Dijk? Can we put him in the tough Champions League games if Konate breaks down? I'm not too sure. That's why for me, a Guehi is pivotal. You have to push in January for a Guehi. Yeah. That's why I believe that Guehi to Liverpool is I'm not saying it's a certainty, but that's the one that we need to target. And then you get a Jeremy Jacquet, because look, Van Dijk's 34, 35 in July. Leone will still need the best part of another year before we see him back, maybe next season. We'll get a preseason in, but we've got to be careful with him because he has done an ACL in 18. He's 20, I believe. Jacquet's young as well. I think he's more advanced than an Ordonez. I think he's more advanced than a Joel Ordonez. Ordonez looks good as well on the clips that I've seen. But Jeremy Jacquet, I think he's the creme de la creme.
Who's linked us with Jacquet? Sorry.
We have scouted Jeremy Jacquet this year.
Right, okay. So that's like a solid source.
100%.
Okay. But do you think that's more of a summer jobby?
I think it could be a January. I think we should be looking at 2 centre-backs anyway, because we don't know whether Konate's staying or not. Joe Gomez, it looks as if this will be his final season. So we're looking at a complete revamp, if you think about it, in the centre-back positions. We're looking at Van Dijk at 35. He will need help next season. He will not be playing 50-odd games next season. It will be his last year of his contract. I don't see it being renewed. So you're essentially looking at Leone coming back from an ACL, Van Dijk, and then you've got another 2 to 3 to play with. Will he be good enough to pierce himself in as a 5th choice centre-back? Will it be lucky? I'm not too sure. Possibly. Joe Gomez will probably be gone. So you're looking at 3 centre-backs, and in those 3, I'm looking at a Guehi, a Jacquet, and maybe another one. Maybe an experienced defender, 29, 30. Maybe an Upamecano on a free. That is one position over the years that we have fallen short of, whether it's Klopp, post-COVID, or, even this season. We have always fallen short of having a 5th centre-back. And whether Welity Lucky is good enough to step up, I'm not too sure. But you definitely need 4 solid centre backs going into next season.
Needs to stay on the pitch for that.
Do you know?
I saw the other day we've spent 66 million in the last decade on centre backs.
And that was
I-
Canate and Leone.
I caps Canate and Leone, yeah. And everybody, not the Matip on a free, and that's it. That's all we've spent on centre backs, which is over 8 years. That's a neglect, isn't it? To a certain degree.
It is a neglect.
Asim, there's a lot of talk, and there's always been talk of Van der Ven, even before he joined Spurs. It looks as if those hamstrings this season have held up. And we've seen the mazy runs. We've seen his ball carrying skills, whatever you want to call it. He has got technique. He's got pace. Not great aerial in the air, which is a bit surprising. But what are your thoughts on Mickey Van der Ven? And do you think that the club could still prize him away from Spurs next summer?
Avi, what we do know, when the nerds set eyes on you, until you start reaching an age that they're not interested in you, then they'll take you off the laptop. But he's still on the laptop. He's still on the laptop. If I'm really honest, when he came, when I saw him, and maybe I didn't really give him the benefit of doubt of him in the Ange side, and because he had to run 50 yards just to put a tackle in, and it sometimes was a last-ditch tackle, whether it was Van der Ven or Romero. Romero's probably got more brilliant traits than him, Van der Ven. But the point stands, is like every time you saw those centre-backs, they were just like, it was last-ditch all the time. And maybe because it was the high line was so high, they had no choice. I can remember that famous game where the iconic picture of it, and think they had a man sent off, but they still had the line up to the halfway line. And it was literally like a training exercise, wasn't it? I think it was Chelsea at the at Tottenham Hotspur's stadium. But I think he's matured out. He's got to know the league. There was I got bits of the Gary Neville interview today on the school run, and it feels like he says the right things. He's got to know the manager, his coaching, and more importantly, he's got to know himself and his body. And hopefully, for his sake, and maybe Liverpool's sake in the future, that hamstrings, sort of stay healthy. But I initially thought that he was all about pace and he didn't have a lot of intelligence. But I think that player, if I'm really honest, has grown on me. And I still get told that he's admired by the club, to use that terminology. But whether Liverpool pressed on with their interest, or do they actually dig deeper and see the extent of those injuries, I don't know. I saw a graphic and there was a lot of hamstring injuries, but in the last 12 months is better. I didn't look at it in too much detail because it was really late last night after the show. But what I would say is I don't think he's high priority. That's what I would say.
Avi, quick one. He's got 3.5 years left on his contract.
Van der Ven.
Van der Ven.
Someone said 2 years left in 20.
3.5 years left on his contract. He signed a
34 years
6-year.
old. Wow.
He signed a
Daniel
6-year.
Levy.
He signed a 6-year deal. If we were to
Levi's not there. Levi's not there anymore, man.
regardless, they're not
Sorry.
pushovers. If he was to leave, and we were 2029 is his thingy.
70
If he was to
million.
leave,
70 million.
million.
I think that gets him.
I'm going to give you guys, Gene, staying on that, I'm going to give you two scenarios. You give me which one you prefer. I'll go with Gene first, and then Ben and Asim. The first one, Gene, listen carefully. Van Dijk, these for next summer, just future-proofing right now. Van Dijk, Mark Guehi, Jeremy Jacquet, Leone, and Welity Lucky as the 5th choice. Or I'll give you the second choice.
Wait, we need to write these down, man. Van Dijk.
Guehi,
Yeah.
Jeremy Jacquet,
Yeah.
Giovanni Leone,
Yeah.
and Welity Lucky.
Yeah.
Or I'll give you the second option. Virgil van Dijk,
Yeah.
Mickey van der Ven,
Yeah.
Giovanni Leone,
Yeah.
Joel Ordonez, or
Yeah.
Welity Lucky. Gene, who are you taking? Category 1 or category 2?
Right, so category 1 had VVD, Leone, Guehi, and
Jacquet.
Jacquet.
Both
And the
categories has Leone and Lucky.
And the other one's got Ordonez and Van der Ven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna Avi. You told me to check out Ordonez this morning properly. Yeah, you said make sure you check him out. From what I've seen of him on YouTube, and I'm only going by YouTube, guys. Yeah, so don't think I've been watching Belgian football. I don't. I think he's gonna be an unbelievable centre back.
Wow.
I'm telling you now. I think Ordonez in 2-3 years' time, he is gonna be some centre back, bro.
To be honest, you know what? If there's any position that I'll take Gino's advice on, very rarely do I, it will be centre back. He's the one who did call Leone. So Leone, Shoni, I've got to give it to him.
So if it's him and Mickey van der Ven, I take that all day long.
You're taking category 2.
Don't get me wrong. I like Guehi, but Ordonez and Mickey van der Ven, mate, dral.
So number 2, Ben. Hopefully that hasn't influenced your decision. But what are you going with? Category 1 or category 2?
That hasn't influenced my decision in the slightest. Category 2.
Wow. You reckon that category 2 has more ceiling than category 1?
Absolutely, yeah. Van der Ven and Ordonez. Yeah, I've only seen very little, very similar to Gene. Only seen a little bit, but the stuff I have seen of him, he looks serious player.
Wow. Baraji, Ramin, I think Asim and me will go with the same one, but I'm gonna see what he says.
No, I like the number 2 option.
Wow.
I really like Jeremy Jacquet, but you told us we're going to talk about Ordonez, and I did some research as well. Did plenty of comp. I got
hold on to that, because I'm going to come with you to Ordonez. Let me say my one.
Okay,
you're going with one.
I'm going with one because I really believe, and I've seen more of him.
Yeah,
I think Jeremy Jacquet is going to be a superstar at centre back. I really do. I think he's going to be French's stalwart for many years to come. But I can't argue with those. If we go with category 2 or a mixed match,
it's a good
argue.
You know what? If I didn't check out Ordonez today, I would have gone with 1. I'll be honest. I checked him out today, man, and he looked good. And he's gonna be a proper. He looks the business, man.
Asim,
he looks the business.
Speak to
the ideal scenario would be is Ordonez.
This is the category 4 option.
The ideal situation would be Avi is Ordonez.
That's cat D, not cat 4. That's a cat D. Cat D. You know your car when it gets a write-up, it's a cat D. That's what that is. Bastards.
Yeah, no catalytic converter.
But the problem is Van der Ven might be cat D with his hamstring injuries.
Yeah, it might be. It might be.
The ideal situation would be Jeremy Jacquet at left-sided centre-back and right-sided centre-back would be Ordonez. We get best of both worlds. But if I had to choose, I'd do... I think Ordonez and Van der Ven probably has got better balance and probably recency bias as well. Avi, you told us to check out Ordonez. I checked him out. His passing, his carrying, his aerial deals. I think he's averaging around about 70%, which is really good. Guehi, believe it or not, got a lot of stick for aerial deals. This year is averaging 71% in the Premier League, which is, to be fair to him, it's at a really good level. You know what? When I watched a lot of comps about of Ordonez, it reminds me of, and I know he's only 20. When I watched him, it was like watching Caicedo at centre back.
You know, I honest to God, Asim, I was watching him, and that is exactly what I thought. He's got everything.
And you know what? If you're a Caicedo at centre back, then that makes you.
I get that. That's fair.
Of course. No, look, it just reminds me. Because he's not the tallest. He's 6'2", I think he said. But he's got mobility and he can pass it. And that's one thing Liverpool, I think, will address. Whether you play in a 4-3-3, whether you play in a 4-4-2 diamond, I think Liverpool have seen that to get their midfielders and Florian Wirtz a proper number 10 is you need progression. And I don't want Curtis Jones all the time to be playing right back, left back in possession as well. You need a lot of and the reason why we're going to look after our S defense is having defenders who can pass it from a static position. And I think he averages for long passes 75% success rate for a long pass. Guehi for a long pass, 51%. So it shows you that switch, whether it's our winger, whether it's our left back, really wide and high, we don't have that switch. And it's when you do have that switch, like for example, Salah played it. He came and played a really long switch over. We can just shift defenses like that. When you don't have that, it allows opposition to strangle us. Which I made when I looked at him, I thought, wow, this is like watching Caicedo, a centre back. Which reminds me, then is I think he's a bit of a William Gallas type of defender, not the tallest, but he can play left back, he can play right back, right side centre back,
Yeah.
and I'll make it. And exactly, and I think obviously his main attribute will be right sided centre back / right back, but I'll make the same comparison where I think if you play Kirkes going forward and you use him as an outlet and all that sort of stuff, but it's like a tough game away from home. You can play Ordonez, you can play Konate, you can play Van Dijk, and then play Kirkes as well. So you've got the same balance, and you're not gung ho with two flying fullbacks. Because as we know, this league is not the same as last year.
And one
it's not a world. Sorry, go on, Dave.
Dave. It's a comment. It's a comment that Satish mentions. Yeah, this is one thing that when I seen him today, I said, Avi, I fucking loved it, man. I want a Rami Jana in my defense.
Dark Arts.
I want a Rami Jana in that defense.
He did look like Caicedo then.
Yeah, honestly, I want that flipping thing in, and I see that in Ordonez, man. But where our team is full of fucking goody two shoes. Yeah, we need to have players in our team that are willing to flipping show some sort of emotion, and I see that this kid. From what I've seen, he's got that in abundance, and I think that's what we need right now. And I completely agree with the comment.
And big up to Ash. Big up to Ash. He told me about Ordonez about a year ago, when I did a bit of digging, and I got back that around 8 clubs were looking at him. So I'm not surprised.
I thought he might be a player.
A little bastard, a proper bastard. That's what we need.
A proper bastard, yeah.
The only reason I gave with category A, category 1, category A, whatever you want to call it, Guehi's experience in the Premier League, Mickey van der Ven granted. Mickey van der Ven's injury record, and yes, maybe they've nurtured the hamstrings, but Jacques is coming from that school of excellence from Rennes, and he's playing in the Liga 1. Yes, it is a little bit a level above the Belgian league. So for me, in experience, the ability, I would go for category A, but I wouldn't argue too much with category.
If he was to, let's say, if we had a cost difference between the two, Guehi, I suppose he's going to be.
I think there would be a 15 to 20 million pound difference between Ordonez
and Guehi for the free though.
And Jacques. I think Jacques already.
What's Jacques worth?
I think they're talking already 50 to 60 million already. And French clubs recoup well.
Is there not a World Cup we can have Guehi and Ordonez?
Oh, there is. Of course there is. Guehi and Ordonez work. Asim?
Guehi and Ordonez.
Yep.
Guehi's a dual ball playing defender, isn't he? So he can play on the left hand side. He can play on the right and the left.
If Robertson goes in the summer, then could that be worked into the squad?
Yeah, for balance. Yeah, but I guess Van Dijk is not left footed.
I know, but just generally speaking, Asim, a player left footed. Personally, anyway, I think it gives us.
We do need a couple of left footers. Have we all agreed that Konate and Gomez will be gone in the summer then?
I think Gomez will leave. I'm not so sure about Konate. I keep changing my mind every day. I'll be honest with you.
I think it's weird that he hasn't signed yet. It should have come out, so I think he is probably going. But there's a chance that he might sign because, it might be like, well, who else wants him? But hopefully that's in our favour because he gets his form together. It's because he's put himself in the shop window because he hasn't signed for us. Then he needs to start playing better.
Gina, for you, Konate, Gomez? One stays, one goes, or both go?
Yeah.
Gomez to Palace would be perfect. Yeah, you're probably right there, Alex. I think Gomez leaves. And I said a month ago, Ibu Konate signs. So, and I'm not gonna move away from that. I think Ibu Konate signs.
Okay. Gonna go into the supers, guys.
Like and subscribe, people. There's 550 of you in here. Come on.
I'm not going to go to a soup, but there's some worrying news, Asim, coming through. Season is over, lads. Szoboszlai is injured for 2 to 3 months. I'm not
You're
sure
having
where
a
that's
fucking
come
laugh. That's
from.
bullshit.
I'm not sure where that's come from.
I'm not seeing that at all.
Bollocks.
I've not heard anything. But what I would say, and I tweeted a little, I kept an eye on him. When what actually happened, I've not seen the replay. What happened?
He got clipped a little bit, but I didn't think it was there.
It was innocuous. He
Yeah,
just went down on it, rolled his ankle.
Did he roll his ankle? Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't
but
look
he played on.
But he did not look good. I kept on looking at him, and one of the reasons why they kept on getting on in on the their left, but our right, is because he wasn't right, Ben.
Yeah, but he would have come off. If it was a 2 or 3 monther, then he wouldn't have been able to carry on. Surely.
Yeah. I just pray and hope it's not going to be a 2-3 monther. At the worst case scenario, I think it'll be a 2-3 weeker if he's out.
Yeah, which wouldn't be that bad at the moment because our schedule we've only got 1 game a week for the next 3, haven't we? So that wouldn't be the end of the world. But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, to take this one on, they can. Joey Feddy, thank you for the super chat. You think this 4-4-2 has changed our January plans? Round the table, Gene?
It's a good shout.
Yesterday, Avi, I said no. I think we will still go in for a winger. When I seen this Semeno news come out today about the other clubs going in hard for him, I was thinking about this today, and I thought, you know what, maybe.
Who's reported that, by the way? About City and United going in for Semeno?
Sky Sports guy, I think.
Yeah.
Don't know his name.
And what did they say?
Lyle, was it? Sky Sports Lyle.
Yeah, Lyle.
Didn't Ben Jacobs say some stuff about it as well?
Yeah, Ben Jacobs.
Pinch of salt stuff, in my opinion. So you don't think? So you're not hell bent on you don't think Semeno is as progressive as you think?
Yes.
Liverpool. Okay.
Yes.
Ben,
I don't.
I'd be very, very surprised if our director of football and the way we work and the way we work 6 to 12 months in advance with signings normally, I would be very surprised if we've just pivoted our strategy based on the fact that Mo's essentially gone to AFCON, which we already knew anyway. So I think I'm still convinced that this formation and shape is, one, because of our current form and to basically build some confidence and some results, and 2, because of the current scenario. So I don't think it does change the bigger picture, and I think the strategy will continue.
Asim?
So I still think we will be in for a winger.
Okay.
You don't think we will be in the winger?
No, I do think we will be in for a winger.
Ben did say Rodrigo on Sunday.
Oh yes, he did.
Asim?
I think we need a winger in isolation, because I don't believe that even Liverpool believed, to the extent of like, we're not gonna block the pathway for Rio. I think it might have been just like not a money issue. It might have been a money issue. I know we spent about £500 million, but maybe spending another 60-70 million. We were told, as the time was ticking for Isak on the last day, whether if Isak doesn't come, then we might get a Semeno or a backcaller. It's not backcaller and Isak. It's just Isak only, and we'll go with our left winger. And I think Liverpool probably just maybe ran out of time. I don't know. And thought they could go with 5 and maybe address it in 6. But now what we've seen over the last 2-3 months with the Salah situation, the diamond formation and all that sort of stuff, and more importantly, what I said yesterday is, I think we've all been surprised how good Ekitike is. I think the club have been a bit surprised about how good he is, and he's just not going away. But we also have a problem where Isak, such a big investment, Avi, we have to get him up to speed. It might not be this season. But if you bought someone for £125 million, you have to get him into the team.
You've mentioned that as well previously. You've mentioned that, boys, Isak's best work will be done next season.
Yeah.
You've said to pretty much not write off this season for Isak, but you mentioned, I think 3-4 weekends ago, you said you have a feeling that they are preparing Isak for next season, or Isak.
So, yeah. And that's why I think if we're going to stick with this, we might need, if Endo's going to go, Bajcetic is going to disappear again, even though he's not arrived. But sorry to mention his name, Avi. I think Liverpool, and it's just a pure hunch, we will get a winger because we can't play the 4-4-2 diamond all the time. But I do think we might look at Florian Wirtz in the number 10 at the tip of the diamond, and the two big lads up front. And even though it might have been seen as a short-term fix, I think with what's happened with Salah, Ekitike, I think we might look at it as a short-term and a long-term option. That's just a feeling. But I hope we bring in proper wingers as well, because my own personal choice is a 4-3-3.
Sort your mic out as well, please. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sorry.
1 second. As we just want to get through these super chats quickly. Ash, thank you again for tuning in. And appreciate the super chat. Virgil's replacement doesn't exist. Once in 25 years, centre back must pivot to 4 very good centre backs. Virgil has masked over liberties we have taken at centre back over the last 8 years. Ben, you want to take that one?
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. And that's the similar scenario with Salah as well, isn't it? But you know, we move on, and we'll have to move on. And there's been great players with us before, and we thought, how are we going to replace those players? And we did. You know, Suarez was an unbelievable player, and we found a way to eventually replace him. And you know, the next star will come along. So I'm okay about it, but I do agree there won't be just a like for like Virgil just waiting in the wings, even for 100 million. You know, I suppose you could argue, if you could take your pick, Bastoni would be the most ideal, you know, like for like placement in terms of pure class for Virgil. But I think I'd be very surprised if the club even contemplate the idea of spending 100 million on a centre back now, and especially when there's options all over the pitch that need looking at.
Hold that thought on Salah's replacement, because I believe I've found that man. But I'll say that name. I'll say that name in towards the end. Slow out and pretty much sure that he's Ali Saab. I thought you don't want French Jacquet. Nope, I was only talking about Ibrahima Konate. You know, when his form was going bad.
Big up Ali.
But against Inter Milan and on the weekend, Konate is showing his.
Can I ask you a question, Avi? If I may.
You may.
Do you think I am owed an apology from yourself? I got an apology from Gene yesterday.
Apology for what?
We need to play Joe Gomez every single game. We need you to play until he gets injured and all that sort of stuff. And look what happened. I wanted to manage Joe Gomez because who Joe Gomez is as a footballer and what knowing his body. And don't you think I've been vindicated and been proven right? That this is the situation now. We've got 2 centre backs fit in the club, and
he's back for the Wolves game. I've been told. So he only misses the Spurs game.
You're chatting shit.
He only missing the Spurs game on the weekend.
It's a hamstring issue, bro. He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back.
He felt a tweak.
So instead of an apology, I get a lie.
I know very close friends of Joe Gomez.
I'll move on.
One of Joe Gomez, how shall I say it? One of his close friends is a very highly thought of DJ in the London underground scene.
Oh, here we go. I know we closed the January window, but you don't have to give me one of those stories where my sister's aunt is on the train to bloody Liverpool and this guy's going for a medical to Liverpool. Don't give me one of those stories.
I think it's one of those ones. Duak, he comes back for Wolves. Duak. Slow out for anyone. I think it's Lucas Beraldo. This guy might be talking about.
Yeah.
What happened to Antonio Silva as well? Same as Inacio. You know, Inacio, I believe, is still at Sporting Lisbon. Antonio Silva is still at Benfica, I believe. I don't think he's got to move elsewhere. Beraldo, I don't know too much of him. I'm not going to lie. But Antonio Silva, yeah, he was highly thought of as well. But these players need to move. Same as Pedro Gonçalves of Sporting Lisbon. Like the little fella, Pote, they call him. He's still in Portugal at the age of 26, 27, where he should be playing at a higher level, but it is what it is.
I mean, what do you think of Murillo?
Short, strong, stocky, quick, good on the feet, but a little bit short for my liking.
Okay.
But he is a big brute, isn't he, for Nottingham Forest? I do like him. He's good. I am with Sheen in regards to no signings in Jan. It's summer.
Wow.
Thank you, Ali.
Wow. If we don't buy a centre back at the very minimum,
Pulido,
it's beyond criminal. What's beyond?
We've got the money as well.
What's the word for beyond criminal?
It'll be a tragedy.
No.
Travesty.
No, it needs to be spicier.
Negligence.
Yeah, beyond negligence. What's the
It'll be
word for beyond
pathetic.
negligence?
It'll be pathetic. Ali again, Semeno doesn't suit Isak. We need creative Barcola. I hear the Barcola shouts. He he's got running yards. Barcola.
That's what it would be.
I like Barcola, and I think there may be something in Barcola, but for the summer. I don't think PSG will part ways.
Alex is right. How many times have we said it? Like, it would be criminal if Liverpool, but I'm telling you, this will be a new level for Liverpool. Currently, to have 2 centre backs in mid-December.
If they don't buy a centre back in January, then they're basically accepting that this season is a write-off.
Yeah, 100%.
And they're basically saying that we don't want to. And the only reason why they might not buy anyone in January is because they're all of a sudden not 100% sure about whether Slot will be the manager next season. Because if we're being honest, it doesn't really make sense to give Slot another 150 million pounds to spend in January if Alonso is going to be the manager in the summer and he wants his own players. Is that fair?
Yeah, I know, but because of the situation, if you got 3 centre backs and you just want to get to the summer, I can understand it. But it's beyond that now, Ben. We've got 2 centre backs.
Yeah, no, I agree, and that's what makes me think that, as I say, they're basically saying they're happy to write off the season.
I know, but you want to give Champions League football to your new manager if you're thinking like that.
Oh yeah, 100%, yeah, 100%.
And the only way to get Champions League football, I don't think we're gonna, because I know what's gonna happen if they don't buy a centre back, and at the end of January, I hope I'm wrong, Canate will break down.
Yeah,
and then Canate, it's waiting to happen for that.
Well, it's not like it's
we're gonna
impossible.
have Endo and Gravenberch as centre backs. Forget about Jeremy and all these lot. Endo and Gravenberch is our centre back partnership after January.
It's not impossible to get Champions League if we don't get a centre back, but it's highly unlikely, isn't it?
Sorry, Gina, did you want to chime in?
Look, if we don't sign a centre back, sack the bastards.
Nange.
There's your clip. There's your clip.
I'm serious, bro. That is, for me. I don't think we are gonna, but I hope they do. We'll have to wait and see. But if they don't, Qasam, sack the bastards, because that's gross misconduct. Sackable offence.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's the better version of it. Gross misconduct.
There was a question for His Royal Highness here.
Sorry.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Abby, why do we not sign players directly from South America at all other big clubs do? Why not us? We went through a period with Rafa Benitez between 2004 to 2007 where we were buying like the likes of Gerardo Bruna, who was dubbed the next sort of Maradona from Argentina. We were getting Pacheco was Spanish, but Paletta, Gabriel Paletta, Emiliano Insua, Ronald Youth came from Paraguay. There was a few of these Argentine Brazils. We did go there, but none of them worked out. And maybe we didn't have a great scouts out there. But yeah, I think we should be going into that market. I know there was interest in Javier Mastantuano, but obviously he went to Real Madrid. And there's been others where we liked them and whatnot. We liked Rodrigo and Vinicius before they went to Real Madrid. We held talks with Santos over Rodrigo, but yeah, maybe it's a market that we will shall explore.
That's why we need a feeder club to be able to do that for us.
That works as well. Yeah. I'm going to give you another 2 scenarios, boys. We're going to do categories again.
I like scenarios.
Yeah, you like these categories.
Before you do that though, Avi, what's called this one here? I'm anxious to know who your salary placement is.
We will never get him. Well, not in the short term, but I have seen it. You could make comparisons with Messi. Lennart Karl of Bayern Munich. He's the next breakout star.
So you say Lennox Lewis then?
Him and Yamal, they're the future. They're the Ronaldo and Messi. Hopefully they stay fit. But Yamal and Lennart Karl, they're the 2 that will break out. And there's no chance of getting both.
So can I just why have you mentioned him as a salary replacement?
Like if there was ever a chance, 100 million, 150 million, Lennart Karl is that guy, man. He's I think he's already on par with Some special talents out there.
Is he playing for Barcelona? I've never heard him, to be honest.
Oh no, for Bayern Munich he plays Ben.
Bayern Munich.
Oh, so for Bayern Munich,
He's got 6 in 20.
He got game?
Yeah, 16.
Really?
He's got 6 in 20, and I think he's got 5 assists already. 17 years old, quick, lightning. He's got shades of Messi.
Is that not Rio?
Look, if Rio,
It's a big call, Ben.
I think I spoke to Asim about this last night. With Rio, if he was impressing in training, like really impressing, taking players on for fun, putting them on their asses, he would have had way more game time. There's no way you peg back a talent if you think he's ready. If you think he's ready, you play him. And I know what the word was early on in the season when we were told that Rio will really push that left-hand side. You know, he will give Gakpo competition. We don't want to block his pathway. That's what Asim always alludes to. If he was that special, you play him. We've seen it with Rooney. We've seen it with Michael Owen. We've seen it with all these British talents. If you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yeah, but then my caveat...
I don't think Rio is making that impression that we all think he is. But go on.
But my counter argument to that is, if you look at the Bundesliga compared to the Premier League, there's huge difference. Like Diaz has gone there this season and it absolutely looks like Messi himself. You know, he's ripping it up because it's a different standard. Harry Kane's having all-time seasons when we know he's great, but he looks even better in the Bundesliga. And then you've got, you know, you've got people like, who's the guy who went to Spurs who were absolutely raving about it, Bayern Munich, saying he was going to be brilliant. Was it Tal, was it?
Matthias Tel.
Yeah. Said he was going to be brilliant, and he's come to Spurs and he's just, you know, just another player, part of the squad. I think the difference between the Premier League and the Bundesliga is just like huge, to be honest. You know, and we're seeing it with Wirtz, aren't we, as well? Like, you know, Wirtz was literally player of the year back-to-back seasons in the Bundesliga, and he's come to the Premier League, and, you know, he's not getting a kick half a game sometimes because the Premier League's so fast and so intense and so physical. So if this Carl guy was in a Premier League team, would he be getting game time?
I think he's that special, Ben, that he would be. He's Yamal special.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's that good. He's litting up the Champions League. He lit it up 2 weeks ago or a week back. He's lit it up in the 2 Champions League games. He's special. He's a serious talent. And I did say earlier on this season, Gina maybe back me up. I did say earlier on that Bayern Munich were my pick this season.
Yes, you did.
League, along with Liverpool. Bayern Munich was one of my picks. So let's see what happens.
It's a big number.
Yeah. There was something else here that I was going to read.
It's a big number.
Big up. When the chip is on, selection is on. There you go.
I still think selection is your burner account.
John and his constituents can do what they want, as far as I'm concerned. As long as they have intentions to finish the squad building, we could have one centre back. Thank you very much, selection. And hopefully there is 1 or 2 centre backs that we buy in January. So back to the scenario categories. There's 2 categories. These are midfield area. And I know we weren't going to do a quiz because Asim is very much against quizzes when there's the Premier League season going on. But here's a scenario for you, Asim. I'll come to you first, sir, if I may.
I need to write this down.
6 midfielders, 2 categories.
Bloody hell.
The first one, Jones, Sobo, Grav.
Jones, Sobo, Grav.
Wirtz. And the 2 additions would be Adam Wharton and Lamine Kamara.
Yeah.
So Mac would be sold in the summer. The second category is Jones, Sobo, Grav, Wirtz, Elliot Anderson, and Angelo Stella.
Great questions. Great scenarios, Avi.
Hopefully,
Mania tonight.
Hopefully, Ben.
I would go for.
I wrote them down.
I picked Anderson over Wharton because he ticked my sort of justification was he ticked more boxes than Adam Wharton. But on this scenario, I think Kamara is a better option than Stiller. So I'd go for Wharton and Kamara.
Okay. I will go to Benji.
Benji.
I would go. I don't know enough about Kamara. Can I swap Kamara for someone similar?
I will give you that similar. I will give you that. I will give you. I will give you. I will give you.
Okay.
Mateus Fernandes.
I will give you Mateus Fernandes of West Ham, who scored on Monday too. Monday or Sunday he scored.
I was going to ask for the what's called for
Who did you want?
the Brentford midfielder who we talked about a couple of weeks ago.
Yamarchik.
Yarmouk.
Yaremchik, innit? Someone spell it? So
Ben mentioned him. Ben mentioned him.
He did.
Podcast.
Okay. I'll give you category one, Ben.
I'll have that. I'll have category one then, please. Wharton and Yarmouk, I think his name is. I'll find out. Or the chat will tell me.
Shanghai Chine. What category are you going to?
I'll probably go Wharton because I do like Kamara, so I think Wharton. Even though I picked Anderson over Wharton,
yeah.
But I like Wharton, man.
You chose Anderson over Wharton a couple of weeks ago.
That's what I'm saying. I did, but I like Kamara.
Yeah, and that's the only. What can I ask you another scenario, if I may? What would you choose?
You know what? Yeah, by accident. I blocked a guy.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm supposed to think I need to block him. Yeah, what do you mean F him?
No,
F off.
Asim, I like Angelo Stiller a lot. I know I've been praising Lamine Kamara, but I like Angelo Stiller a lot. I like his play. I like his left foot. I do like him. I worry about this Germany team in the World Cup in a good way. I think they could turn up.
You prefer Stiller over Kamara?
I like the balance of category B. My ideal would be number one.
You're the one you've been banging on about Kamara for months, have you?
Angelo Stiller this season, I watched him in length on Sunday night for.
It's Stiller more of a Zubimendi type.
He's more reassuring in the middle of the park. Zubimendi, yes, but he's got more about his passes. Yeah, he's got more about his passes, and he can hit one. Boy, he can hit one.
So you would go Anderson and Stiller.
That's what she said.
Yeah, go on. Do you know what the fuck's going on? Who said what? You going, Asim?
He's on a blocking spree tonight. He seems so focused. Like he's
good old China.
Tournament. I'm flipping thingy. I'm trying to flip it and block the guy, man. I'm blocking by accident.
Nathan Quinn. The only problem with Keith Smith is I think we've got that in words. I really do think that we've got that in words. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen Keith Smith, I haven't seen a full game of Keith Smith, and correct me if I'm wrong. I think we've got that in words.
Very mad. I need to get
Alex Saleri. You know what? Alex Saleri. I think that's a good point of with Stiller. He's a German Wharton. Yeah. I can agree with that.
Oh, he's a German will use.
Or a German will.
Can I do a scenario?
Go on, scenario. No, boys.
We're not allowed to do quizzes, so we do scenarios.
Scenarios over quizzes every day.
Yes. So my scenario is a lot more simplified for the more simplified members of the chat and myself. Okay, so assuming we do a centre back in January, just one centre back and nothing else. Okay. In the summer, do we go 2 stellar forwards or 2 stellar midfielders? That's it. You can only do one or the other.
What's the scenario again?
So it would be 2 stellar forwards, i.e. wingers, or 2 stellar midfielders, whoever you want.
So if we just buy one centre back in January,
yeah,
and then you buy the 2 stellar wingers forwards
or 2 forwards.
Is
Salah going?
Yes.
Okay.
It's got.
Sorry, I forgot to add that.
2 midfielders. It's got to be 2 midfielders. I want PMP.
I'm doing 2 wingers all day long.
I want my PMP. Sunday. I want my PMP.
Gene?
Yeah.
Asim?
I'd agree.
That means we're sticking with Gakpo, Rio, Isak,
No.
Ekitike. Yeah,
I would-
forwards. That's what he means. Wingers as well.
do
Semenyo,
you-
Semenyo, Pulija, Semenyo.
So fix the front three or fix the midfield. So 2 midfielders or 2 wingers in the summer. Stella.
I would fix the attackers.
So you
what I
want the
would do.
forwards? Okay, so you can't get no midfielders, Asim. Pulija.
Yeah, that's fine.
What would you do, Gene?
Warden, Shorten, yeah.
I need forward. If Salah's going, I need wing. I need 2 wingers, man. Especially if we're signing 1 centre back in the summer in Jan. Yeah, Ben said, and then 2 attackers, 100%, man.
Ben, I'm gonna make an outlandish claim.
Oh yeah.
If we keep this lad, and I'm confident that we are gonna keep this lad, Joshua Abe is him. He will be hitting that first team before Rio does. Mark my words.
Really?
That's why I'm going for my 2 midfielders. PMP, man, guys, we need serious power, plug and plays. We need pace and power in that midfield. McAllister, go.
Midfield
Get
next
out of my
season.
club.
Of
Wait, I'm
Abe,
talking to you.
Badicic, and Trey Naomi.
Chinaman, I'm talking to you. Nikilja.
Huh?
Nikilja McAllister.
He's still a Liverpool player. Get off his back.
Achina,
Okay.
I messaged
So we'll just
him.
we'll expand on that now. We'll expand.
yeah.
So we've all said wingers, haven't we?
Yeah,
Did you
I
say
don't
wingers
know,
as well,
yeah.
have you?
No, I said midfielders.
Sorry.
No, listen.
okay,
Hold
so-
on 1 minute. Ben, sorry. They're rude. Don't worry about Hamza. He's be fine for 1 show. You don't block him permanently. He'll be back on thingy. Yeah? Idiots. As if he's going to come round to Bradford and with his shooter and start shooting you because you blocked him. Ben, carry on.
We're on.
I missed that.
We're on. Why did you make the shooting reference, you cheeky son of a? Go on.
No, I said you're not acting as if he's going to come to Bradford with the shooter.
Putter, I know why you made that reference. Take
No,
that
Fred-
back before I
Fred-
drag you out there. Take that back.
Abby's getting is the first host in BNR history to be blocked.
Take that back.
No, but I know, Asim, I think you.
Putter, मैं जानना तो की.
I swear to God, no, that was no reference. I was acting. I was just saying that thing in the reference. No,
It's
no,
a big fat red flag for Abby there, to be
no,
honest.
no, Asim's got it wrong. Asim, no, I didn't even think.
Putter,
of
I'll
it.
throw you out
I shouldn't
backstage.
be. The last thing I should be talking about is that kind of stuff. No, and it wasn't to insinuate that.
So go on then,
Sorry,
Abby. You've gone for 2
Nah, he didn't, he
midfielders
didn't.
Ace and power, yeah.
in the summer. So, and who's the 2?
My midfielders.
Yeah, carte blanche, not like unrealistic. People who you think is realistic. Who's your 2 in the summer?
Adam Walton, Lamine Kamara.
This guy.
Wow.
I told
Okay.
you, Ben, the Mr. Flip Flop has done it again.
And
I'll
then
go
the
with
same
one.
to you guys. Who's your two forwards in the summer? So we've got 200 million, 2 stellar forwards. Who we getting?
Oh, one of them's got to be definitely one of their own. Unahi. He wants Unahi, Ben. Unahi.
Who's he?
Remember Unahi of Morocco? That's what he wanted. Unahi, Abi Unahi.
Who's that? Who's the Moroccan that you
Yeah.
talked about?
That's one he wanted. Unahi.
No,
I know,
there's another one.
I would love Akuluche.
Yeah, no, there's another
Ben Sagir.
Ben Sagir. Gene, why you blocking so many people today?
Oh, you're right. It's
Someone is in the chat.
that guy in it, man.
Oh,
Like,
so much.
Oh, yeah, what? the hell?
Oh, it's chitter
Come on.
chatter.
It's always one of their own as well who
Sports
gets
team.
blocked. It's always one of their own who gets blocked as well.
Oh, he's back.
yeah.
While these are decide, I can't not mention Hayden Murray Home. He's the nephew of Jamie Home, who's one of our who I've followed around Twitter, and his son's actually plays for Shamrock Rovers in Ireland. So there's a lot of talk with Hayden Murray Home. He's sitting sixth.
Who's Hayden Hackney?
Middlesbrough, good midfielder. He got injured though. He's been out for like 2 years.
Okay.
Very talented though. Very
I
talented.
see him on Bilal. I see him on Bilal's lists. Hayden Hackney.
He's a good player. He's old. He's had his injuries though. Go on, 2 forwards.
2 forwards. I think if Salah's leaving, my dream signing would be Elise.
That's one of mine as well.
Elise.
So we all go with Elise as one of them. Who's
My
our other
dream top 3 would be this current Ekitike up top. Bradley Barcola on the left, and Elise on the right.
On the right. Barcola, right. Interesting. Sheen?
I think Barcola needs a big Liverpool move, man. I would love him.
Yeah.
I liked him at Lyon.
Bloody hell, that would be a French trio as well, wouldn't it?
Right up my alley. No, Asim, I didn't mean to say like I didn't mean like
I'm
that.
only joking, man.
He didn't, man. He didn't.
But you know, that shouldn't have come into my mind anyway.
No, man. Are you mad? You know, I was just pulling your leg.
You know, I was gonna go slightly different, Avi.
I want Yildiz.
Oh.
You've done it. You've nicked mine.
Oh, you wanted Yildiz? How
What about Avi? What
Navarro.
He's one of our own.
He's one of our own.
He's one of our
Kenan
own.
Yildiz. He's one of my
Why
own.
are you coming for my players now?
Chiesa to Juventus.
Oh, does
And
Yildiz
Yildiz
I'm
to
not
Liverpool.
lying. If I had a choice between them, I don't think Kenan Yildiz was going to leave Juve. I think he's going to sign a contract. And my biggest thing with Kenan Yildiz is I think he wants a Barcelona Real Madrid move.
Does Yildiz and
Where's
Wirtz?
Yildiz gonna fit in Real Madrid? Tell me.
No, Barcelona. I think he wants the Barcelona move.
Boys, does Yildiz and Wirtz work in the same team?
Yes.
Yildiz fucking takes the piss,
Don't
man.
be surprised if you. I think you're saying that because you think that Yildiz looks lightweight.
No, he
Because
doesn't
can
look
shrug
lightweight.
people off.
I don't see him. I don't see him as a winger. I see him a guy who wants to come inside all the time.
Wants to
Occupy those spaces, huh?
Every now holds width now. Who really? Who holds width now?
Bradley
Anthony
Barcola.
Gordon.
Anthony Gordon.
But Bacola does. But very rarely will you see.
Yildiz holds with Asim.
No, but I know what he means.
Yildiz
Yildiz Diaz are very similar. They want to cut in. They don't want to go that way. But Bacola is an anomaly, man. He has got pace to burn as well. He eats up yards like anything.
I think.
Would you say Yildiz is more of a 10?
I think Yildiz
he can play in the 10. He can adapt to a 10, yeah.
And I tell you another thing with Yildiz, he's a better finisher than Barcola.
Yeah, but Bacola still has very raw materials. He's not the finished product.
Yildiz, he strikes the ball well, you know.
Like Dembele's streets ahead of Barcola.
You know who
Bacola hasn't even been playing that much.
Dembele.
Usmane, man.
Are you comparing Dembele to fucking Barcola?
No, but in terms of at the moment, Dembele is far more accomplished.
At the moment, Dembele's best player in the world right now, bar Mbappe. He's taking Dembele's a different level right now, man. Barcola's nothing. If anything, Kravers should be the one that we should be trying to get. He'd be the
Lenny.
1 goal this season.
Kravers Scalia.
He's having a shot.
Oh yeah, Avi, he's done there. He went there to win.
Oh, guys,
He's
been there for
gonna
7 months.
win everything in 6 months.
He's been there for any same thingy.
Exactly, he's won everything in 6 months.
This
he's
is
done.
the guy that again a Ren product. This is Ben, the one that I wanted. Desire Doué.
They'll all start playing in January, February when it matters. Watch these guys, they know they win the title. Hey, Ramana kids and get through, get 8, and watch them start playing in January, February.
Yeah, they're all thinking of the World Cup as well. They're all
World Cup as well. You know, they played crazy amount of football. They went to the Club World Cup in America as well after a crazy season. They've had crazy games these guys have played, man.
Avi, how good
Ash is in it on the game as well. Sorry, Asim, just to do this super chat while we're on the subject.
Scenario.
Ash, look, everyone, you get a super chat scenario and you get it played straight away. Scenario: Mo and Chiesa leaving 2026. Option 1, right wing Elise, Minte left wing, Gakpo, Yildiz, or option 2, right wing Rodrigo Semeno and left wing Gakpo Barcola.
But listen, if you're giving me both Rodrigo Semeno, I know which one I'm taking. I'm taking those two. Fucking hell. There should be no debate.
And Barcola.
What do you mean?
Is that right?
So he's got
no. Oh, right wing Rodrigo Semeno, left wing Barcola, Gakpo. Yeah, I'm taking option 2.
But that's
Rodrigo,
got
man, come on, Rodrigo Semeno.
But he's got Yildiz and Gakpo there.
But Butter, you got Elise in it.
So it's basically.
Minte,
I don't like
Minte.
Minte is not the one for me.
No, but imagine Yildiz.
Elise and Yildiz on both sides. Toba, mate.
Actually, that was too Silly options from Ash. Should have saved that super chat for something else. But thank you.
Oh,
you're
come
the
on.
one
take
with
everything,
option
man.
You went with option
Gakpo was
two
in
and
both
James.
scenarios, so you should have said me.
Yeah, go on.
He's back. What? How good is this Yan Diamande, Avi?
Leipzig
Yeah. How good is he?
needs another year. That's what I mean. He scored a hat trick, I think, last week as well for Leipzig. He's coming. They're saying Mane regen. Need to see more.
Is he a man? Believe it or not, I've not seen anything of him.
He's quick, good dribbler. He is a good Luca. I'm pretty sure Luca's thingy. He's his first real season, guys. You can't just take that sort of straight.
He's 19. He's 19.
Good player, though.
Yeah.
Good player. Leipzig always create develop good players.
Is he playing in the AFCON?
Bundesliga. He might be. He just broke through this season, Asim. Anything else, guys, before we wrap up? Anything else, Ben, you want to cover?
Don't think so, mate. Just what's called? Just big what's called? Big farewell to yourself. Make sure you have yourself a lovely time.
No,
When you
thank
going,
so
Avi?
much.
When you going, Avi?
I am officially out to sea tomorrow. Got my captain's
Tomorrow?
hat, captain's uniform. Yeah, tomorrow is when I set sail. So, Mamet Winter. So yeah, tomorrow I will set sail. Listen, guys, before we go to this one, before we go to Brandon's point, let me control it, you idiot.
I am Probe.
Total eclipse, guys. Abby, sorry to ask again, but okay question. Oh, he's being nice to me. The first time you've Abby, sorry to ask again. Comes from me, and I know why he comes from me. I know why, but it's all good. Category 1: Bastoni, Schotterbeck, Rodrigo, Wharton in the summer. Try spelling their names properly. Total eclipse.
Oh, shut up. Have
And
some respect. man.
category 2 is Guehi, Jacques, Anderson, Barcola. Category 3 is Ordonez, Van de Ven, Olise, Mandela, Keita. And
Rodgers as well.
Fucking cut 3, man. How come cut 3's got 5 players?
That's what I mean, innit? Total eclipse, there you go.
He's giving us a kite. When the kite is involved.
Come on, man. We give him.
I would take category 3.
Yeah, because I got 5 players in there.
No, but the quality of players, come on.
Obviously, but I'm just saying there's 5 players. I'll get into that one of them.
Banter is fine. Yildiz isn't a width holder, in my opinion. He likes receiving in the half space and going or combining, in my opinion. Arsenal should target him as Trossard's successor, in my opinion. Good shout there from Banter is fine.
God, this Chacha guy, man. Changa banda hai. He's back again, man.
He's got Nanga Chacha now.
Nanga to Tenga.
Cha slide out the group.
Very idiots, honestly, these guys.
I'm Nanga for you.
Someone said I'm Nanga for Gina. Did they have disco dance?
Ajay.
Nacho, Samane, Nacho.
Avi, listen. How long are you out for, man? Don't they get any like Wi-Fi out there, man? Come on.
I am Rami and I are going to be relaxing on the balcony with a cigar in my hand, with an orange juice in the morning, coffee in the morning.
2 weeks.
For 2 weeks, Rami and I on the sea. Rami and all.
No, you have to come on sometime.
No, I will. I have paid for the premium Wi-Fi, so if I get a chance, I will definitely tune in, guys. But I'm looking forward to my break. I want to wish everyone a happy holiday season, a happy new year. All those that celebrate Christmas, have a great Christmas. Eat merry, be good, be responsible. Chip has loved you guys throughout the year. The banter has been phenomenal. I apologize, and I'm being serious. I want to apologize to anyone that I've ever spoken rudely to. It's all
here we go.
It's all fun and banter, and I hope we can meet all in person one day. Maybe, you know what we should do once we get enough subscribers? We should do. I know they don't want to do a meet and greet with you two, Davale from Northerners. But Ben, we should do a meet and greet with our fans.
If it's in California, mate, and you're hosting, I'll attend.
Wherever, even in the studio, we should invite like maybe 10 members, 10 people in the chat.
Can you unblock Alex, please? Come on, man. He's always in the chat.
Salary, I will finally unblock you from Twitter. I will definitely do that. Safe, listen. Safe Ali Khan. You don't need to love me, but Chip's got enough love for everyone. But yeah, guys, this has been Born and Red. Make sure you guys have liked and subscribed. I will be gone. I will try to come in if I can. If I get good reception, I will come in maybe on the post-match Spurs, but I really, really doubt it. I'll be back on the 4th of January on the Sunday, so I'll be back on.
Let's hope Liverpool are cruising when you're back.
Safe. Look at Saif. Look at Saif Ali Khan says Avi needs to host more. I do. Like, there's no one better than me. There's no one that better than does than the show.
Safe.
You know it as well.
Safe. We had a fight to get him to host today.
No, come on, you got there. Ali knows it. Ali's been there from day one. You know, Ali, I tell you one thing, and I know I give him a lot of shit, and I tend to save his money
It
for the
must be
super chats.
Christmas here. These are all his Christmas speeches.
You know Ali. Asim, you know Ali. Ali has been there.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Ali has been there from the Trippers, from Grizz, and from Born and Red. He was one of our first viewer. Ben, when we were like on 15 live viewing, when we first did our show in 2022, 2023, 2022, Ali, and I don't know why he's got slot out, but Ali has been there from day one. So big up.
Yeah,
Ali.
he has to be fair to him.
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
Good kid.
Big
Very,
up,
I think.
big up,
And that's it, guys. That's it all from me. Asim, anything else?
Avi,
Go, sorry, Ben.
I'll end by saying to you, Avi, Rami Jana.
Rami Jana. You got it.
Here we are. Get the violins out, people. Get the violins out. Okay.
No, have a great holiday, Avi.
You know the host ends the show as well, Avi.
No, I've done the hosting today. Baska, yeah.
There's a big fat button in the top right-hand corner that allows us to go to bed.
All right, guys.
Press it.
Quick round the table. Round the table before we end it. Round the table.
I'm dizzy that we go around the table that much. I'm dizzy.
Last one. Ben, first for you.
Okay.
By the time I come back on the 4th of January,
Ooh, it's a good question.
will we be in the title race?
Oh, no, easy
I
question.
thought he was going to say signings. 4th of January.
Is that when you're back, Avi? 4th of Jan.
Yeah.
How many games are you missing?
The day of the Arsenal game.
Oh, bloody hell.
Can I say after the Arsenal game?
No.
Go on, then. Go on.
Prior to
4th
the
of Jan,
Arsenal
yeah.
game.
4th of Jan. So 4th of Jan is the game. So you can say 10 o'clock at night. Yes or no?
How many games are there though from now and then?
So just to give context, we between now and the 4th of January, we've got
Yeah, go on. Go on, Ben.
Arsenal.
You've got Spurs, Leeds, Wolves, Arsenal.
Yeah, Spurs, Wolves, Leeds, Fulham,
and Arsenal.
And then Arsenal.
I'm going. Liverpool will get.
At 6 p.m. on the 4th of January, Ben, are we in the title race? Yes or no? Come on, man. Answer what you're doing.
No, it's bloody 8 p.m. You idiot.
8 p.m. Damn right we are.
Yes. Goody, yes. Asim?
7th Jan. Arsenal.
I'm sorry.
Asim, are you out? Asim, are you out? Are you out?
No, I don't think we'll be in a title race. No chance.
Okay.
Okay.
The most important one on the panel. If he says ha or na, yar or par, na or par, whatever Gene says, we will be there. But Gene, will Liverpool Football Club by 10 p.m. on the 4th of January, when I come back, will we be in a title race?
You have
Gene,
to say yes.
Will we be in a title race?
Listen, Harvey. I wanted to fucking sort out 3 weeks ago.